yesterday. Now the French flying along. They've got the gold medal in their sights. Really going well. New Zealand are picking it up on the making. The French get the bell now, but it looks like they've got their hands firmly on the gold medal. New Zealand fighting back. New Zealand just a big hand of the victorious French come to the line now. And they've done it. What a great start. Fantastic. That the women's team pursuit, done and dusted, run and wrap. A great ride from the French as they come past the grandstand here at this magnificent Cairo International Velodrome. The project was started back in 1991 with excavations. This, of course, set right in a very historic setting in the heart of Cairo, which is a bustling city of some 20 million inhabitants. Now we go to the men's team pursuit. And we've got Germany versus New Zealand in the ride-off for bronze. France will face Denmark in the next ride for the gold medal.
Set of medals concluded here at the UCI Track Nations Cup, Tissot UCI Track Nations Cup here in Cairo, Egypt.
Let's have a look at the Germans. Benjamin Buss, Theo Reinhardt, Tobias Buch, and Leon Roda riding for Germany on this occasion. New Zealand fielding George Jackson, Kyle Aitken coming in as a new rider replacing Thomas Sexton. Daniel Bridgewater has gone all through the qualifiers. Egan Hornblow now in that team as well as he's maintained all through the series. The men in the team pursuit, big years, we'll talk about them now. The conditions absolutely beautiful here at the Cairo International Velodrome. The gearing in the men's team pursuits, most of the teams running in the region of 60 front chain wheels with about 14 sprockets, and that's in the region of 120-inch gears, way bigger than the old road bikes of the 70s and 80s as their top gear those days.
Germany slightly ahead now is New Zealand.
Right, a good start by the Kiwis on this occasion. The opposite happened in the women's final minutes ago, where France caught them a little bit on the back foot there. This time the New Zealanders off to a blistering start. Very good start there from the Kiwis. In the Jakarta leg, New Zealand were in the final, riding Denmark, went down to Denmark. Great Britain rode Australia. Britain, of course, out of the team pursuit in the men's.
And let's see what happens. New Zealand still fractionally ahead. It's actually more than a second. That's a healthy lead in the team pursuit over 16 laps.
France face Denmark in the big runoff for the gold medal later on. At this point, very evenly matched here. New Zealand slightly up on Germany. Secret is keeping a quartet as far as possible. They share the work. And the team's doing sub-4s, 3:55 Germany did in the first round. France clocking at 3:52 and Denmark at 3:53 in the first round of the competition. It's up with the Germans now starting to come into their own down the back straight. They're picking up lovely momentum. Their team looks Buss, Reinhardt, Buck Remco and Roda. New Zealand coming past our commentary position now. You'll pick them up as they cross the line. That's Jackson, Aitken, Bridgewater and Hornblow. They've lost a man off the black squad. Down the back straight, the Kiwis down to just 3. Critical loss that would be. Sometimes teams strategically pull out right about the 6th lap mark, but the Germans have lost a man as well. Lovely straight formation here. And if you look at New Zealand as they go around there, they have lost a newcomer, which is Carl Aitken. Germany really looking good. New Zealand clip the line now. Germany about 2-3 bike lengths down on them with 5 laps to go. They're coming up to the 3-kilometer mark. Germany are pegging back now. The Kiwis got off to a blistering start. Big discipline here. Huge gears being ridden. The track not the fastest in the world with the open walls. Temperature tonight a little bit warmer than it's been of recent. It was sub 20 last night. Now about 22 degrees in Cairo here. Real time in Cairo about 8 minutes to 7 in the evening. Right, there we go. Wonderful ride there from New Zealand, just holding on. They're looking for the bronze medal here. They got the silver in Jakarta. Big fight to the wire here as the Germans are now pegging back with every turn of the pedal. Are they going to do enough to get to them? It's awfully close now. Very, very close when they cross the line. The Germans look as if they've popped into the lead. They cross the back straight now. It's marginal, but the Germans have got it. They've got that bronze medal in hand. Big race now. The bells peal on both sides of the track. It's Germany who've got a marginal lead. This going to the wire here. Let's have a look. 250 meters, 125 to cover. The Germans look like they're flying around to get this bronze medal. To the line they go. They tied the third rider. Whoa! And it's Germany. Looks like Germany have got the bronze medal. Well done to Germany there, getting the bronze medal. Benjamin Wirth, Theo Reynolds, Tobias Buck Remco, and Leon Roda. Germany getting the bronze medal. Kiwi settling for no medal this time, getting silver back in Jakarta. And that's Kyle Aitken, George Jackson, Daniel Bridgewater, Keegan Hornblow, and Thomas Sexton, who they replaced with Aitken, their 5th rider being used in the series. Now the big race for the gold medal, which will see Denmark, who also won this in great style in Jakarta, with a scintillating time of 3:49.210, when they beat New Zealand on a 3:49.954. Britain got 3rd on that occasion and knocked out, and Australia, who were 4th, aren't here for this tournament. So now the big final runs Denmark versus France on the grandstand side. France riding their quartet of Thomas Dennis, Corentin Emelo, Quinton Lafargue, Valentin Tabellon, and Denmark Tobias Hansen on the opposite side of the track, Rasmus Pedersen, Carl Fredrik Bevort, and Robin Skivelt. Denmark were also 2nd at the Olympic Games in Japan, the 2020 Games, which held in 2021. A team of Larsen, Hansen, Pedersen, and Rodenberg. So good pedigree here on the track. France always prolific. Let's see how they fare in the quest for the team pursuit gold. Big shoving spool there to get away. See how it evolves. Still out the saddle, the French, down the back straight. About 180 meters into it, they sit down. The Danes already seated. Now it's to settle into that tempo. You've got to keep above 60 kilometers an hour here to make this happen. It's in that region, 60 plus to win it. France a wee bit up on the back straight side. The Danes coming along very, very smoothly as well. They've put lots of work into the team pursuit of Denmark. They're going for the Olympic Games, of course, next year in Paris, and seeking a victory at the World Championships as well later on this year.
It's now Sean Cadet, so the Danish team getting into 11. And France now needs to continue keeping their momentum going. Keeping
Right, that is France narrowly ahead of the Danes. Right, in the team pursuit final here, 3 men now France. They've lost the rider, which is going to cost them dearly. And that is their rider, Quentin Lafargue, who's not managed to keep up with that quartet. Now down to just a trio as they cross the finish. But I think it's they've got a narrow advantage, which is going to get chipped back by the Danes now. They're still running 4 riders, a whopping 10 laps to go. Let's have a look now at the French as they cross now. They still have a narrow advantage over Denmark. According to our timekeepers Tissot, the sponsors of this UCI Nations Cup.
Let's see what the situation is.
It's getting very, very close now. It looks like the Danes have edged a touch ahead of France at this point. Oh, yeah, definitely a team length ahead of the French. The French down now to just 3 riders. The coach shows them the time now per lap. They're going to go for the 15-second laps, I would guess, in that kind of an area. So there we go, the Danes now really smoothly. They are the silver medalists at the Tokyo Olympic Games and also Jakarta Series winners. The team pursuit World Championships. Great Britain are the current world champions. Italy with Filippo Ganna got silver in the last World Championships. Denmark with Hansen, Avort, Lasse Hansen and Rasmus Pedersen getting the bronze medal on that occasion. So here we go now. It's wheel to wheel. Very, very, very close.
Very close to anything, still nothing in it, any team can still win.
Let's have a look now and see what happens as they get to their respective offsides. Particularly close here. This is to the wire. The Danes look very smooth down the back straight, and it's awfully close. Very difficult to separate. The margin here, 0.4 of a second between the two teams. Looks like Denmark might just be a touch up. They both down to 3 riders. The bell goes on both sides of the track now. Denmark look like they marginally ahead for this gold medal. They won it in Jakarta. Have they got enough in the tank to do it here? The time's taken on the 3rd rider. Let's have a look now as the Danes fan out down the back straight and flip the line. Yes, it looks like they've done it. Denmark have got the gold medal here. A fabulous ride from the Danes. And France will have to settle for the silver on this occasion. Great ride from Denmark. Clean sweep now in this Tissot UCI Nations Cup.
But a fantastic ride by France. Well done, Denmark. Excellent riding there. We've been treated to some great finals. All the finals have been fantastic. It just shows the riders won their medals. They won a medal from Egypt. They won the medal from Cairo at the Nations Cup. Great riding. We now move into the 3 ceremonies for the women's team pursuit and the men's team pursuit.
So they're getting themselves ready down now for the protocol ceremony. And we're going to do the 2 ceremonies, the women's and men's team pursuit medal protocol ceremonies.
Event of this
thus far been a highly exciting 3rd session. The opening 2 sessions were just qualifiers and first rounders. This, the official 3rd session of this, the 2nd leg of the Tissot UCI Nations Cup. Jakarta kicked us off, got us going in February. Now it's the turn of Cairo. Then they move on to Milton in Canada in a couple of weeks' time for the 3rd and final of these UCI Nations Cups. Of course, the UCI Nations Cup, big qualifying platform for the Olympic Games. Riders amass points, and those are critical for qualification for the Olympic and World Championships. Just looking at the overall scores from the Jakarta leg, if we can bring you those in a second. So we'd like to have a look at that and just tell you where the scores are and were. The top teams coming out of the Jakarta leg were France with 11,000 points, New Zealand second, Britain third, Japan in fourth, the Netherlands in fifth, Australia aren't here in sixth, Germany going home in seventh place, Denmark in eighth, Canada ninth, and Italy rounding off the top 10. So fantastic session it was. In fact, one of the legs at Jakarta early on. They have a beautiful enclosed velodrome. The conditions are a little bit warmer than in Cairo. Cairo not cold tonight. The last 2 evenings have been a little bit sharp and fresh. Tonight certainly plus 20 degrees. Riders prefer warmer conditions with lots of humidity to set world records. Thus are we a little bit away from world records here. But that's the official classification now of the men's team pursuit. And as you saw, Denmark go home with a gold medal. In the team pursuit final, it's Belgium, United States, Poland, Lithuania, Uzbekistan and Egypt were the 11 to 16 teams in that competition. Right, so let's have a look now at the protocol ceremony. We are going to get ready for that in a minute. As we said, the third leg goes to Milton in Canada. And some of the big names here, Harry Levresen, of course, the Olympic and world champion from the Netherlands. And the Keirin sprint, he's just an absolutely amazing rider with loads and loads of accolades and medals to his absolutely impressive cycling Palmar and CV. You know, a rider jokingly said to me the other day, if that was a rap sheet in criminal terms, he'd get a life sentence. And I agree. Levresen's been brilliant. Wonderful to have these top stars here. Wang from Malaysia, another notable, a Keirin expert, man who's received the highest sporting accolade from his home nation for his wonderful exploits on the track, particularly in the Keirin, and these days lives in Australia. Has moved from Malaysia, his native country, of course, to be part of the Aussie scene and to really compete regularly at top level. Right, so there we go. We are still waiting for the first of the protocol ceremonies. When you look inside the track, all the nations have starting pens and team pens down there, where all their soigneurs, technical crew, mechanics, technicians congregate. That's Ireland, just keeping the legs turning. Are still elimination events tonight in both the men's and women's, which are straight finals. Eliminations, very interesting race form, because basically the old folk call it a devil take the hindmost. Riders are called off every second lap until one rider remains to go home with a gold medal. And that is judged by the last extremity of the last rider crossing the line on each occasion to determine which rider is called off. So the team pursuits bringing out the very best of results here. Fantastically exciting. We still have the team sprints to come, and then of course the elimination. So this program tonight sees us concluding the women's team pursuit, the men's team pursuit, the women's team sprint, the men's team sprint, the women's elimination, and the men's elimination. What an action-packed program. Don't go away, stay right there with us.
The Tissot UCI Track Nations Cup Series.
So just looking at the team sprint results from Jakarta, Germany were the winners there, beating the People's Republic of China into second. Great Britain got third, and the Netherlands ending up in fourth. The men's version of that highly exciting, very quick discipline of 3 laps in which the riders relay each other. Germany were the winners in Jakarta, the People's Republic of China getting second, Great Britain and the Netherlands in, that would be the women's one in fourth. And looking back quickly here at the men's competition.
The first Nations Cup this year. Round 1 was held in
Find that quickly and bring that to you. It's the women.
This Nations Cup, UCI Track Cycling Nations Cup here.
Right, elimination woman, Ali Wollaston from New Zealand was a very, very impressive winner of 3 of the disciplines. And looks like she's in hot form again to see how many of the gold she can go in with, beating Nia Evans of Great Britain into second, Marit Rijmakers of the Netherlands into third on that occasion. So we really are set here for a blistering first evening of this, the Cairo Nations Cup.
August 2023.
The team sprint for men, Netherlands were the understandable winners there, the red-hot favourites. Australia getting second, they're not here on this occasion. Japan settling for third, and France getting fourth on that occasion. Looking at the team pursuits here, we were really thrilled by the Olympic champions. So 3 helmets indicating these women are the Olympic champions, and the one rider on the team, a newcomer after the Tokyo Olympics.
Cycling mad during that time. So the riders are very geared up towards wanting to get those points.
Cairo, a very, very interesting city. Staggering 20 million people, the biggest city in Africa. And in the Middle East as well. That's the biggest city. Very cosmopolitan, interestingly so, the old world and the new world linking together amazingly here. This velodrome, ultra-modern, set in and around beautiful surrounding old world buildings. As we said, the project was started of this Cairo Velodrome back in 1991 and completed in 2020. Massive project it's been. Also the very proud host venue of the 2021 Junior World Championships. It's getting ready now for the protocol ceremony of this team pursuit section of the women's and the men's, the opening 2 gold medal races of this Tissot UCI Nations Cup.
To be crowned a Nations Cup champion for one league, that's great. To be crowned a world champion in any event, it's a fantastic achievement. So we will see some good hard racing, tactical racing, bunch racing. It's always a good thing to watch. So stand by for some great action after the medal protocol ceremonies are concluded.
Right, so we'll go to the protocol ceremony the minute they're ready. And the women's team sprint will be the next event we actually see. Going back a little bit here to the women's team pursuit. The final rankings in the women's team pursuit: in 15th, Nigeria, Uzbekistan 14th, Mexico 13th, Spain 12th, Switzerland 11th, Poland 10th, China 9th, Great Britain 8th, United States 7th, Canada 6th, Italy 5th, Ireland 4th as we saw, Germany 3rd as we saw, New Zealand going down in the final to France. So France the women's team pursuit winners. We're now just about ready for this opening protocol ceremony of this, the Tissot Nations Cup. Magnificent medals for this Nations Cup. Looks like we have Monsieur David Lepatillon, the president of the Union Cycliste International down there, with one of our medals. Great to have him with us here. Comes from France and succeeded Pat McQuaid and the British UCI president. Here we go, the protocol ceremony just about set and ready here. The Germans all ready for their bronze medal, New Zealand second, and France will go home with the gold medals. The time's not the quickest on this velodrome, as we said, unusually it's got open walls. It's a covered velodrome and a sweeping roof it is, raised on purpose so that the magnificent historical buildings surrounding it here are visible, that they didn't obscure those with the roof. Most of the velodromes in the world are completely covered and totally walled, making that environment of those a little more suited to record attempts. You're not going to get too many world records here. It's a little bit windy as well, and thus were the team sprints decided upon starting off one station only. All the team sprints will run off one side of the track, only the grandstand side, not on opposing sides, as we saw the team pursuit. The team pursuit, it was felt by the UCI commissaires panel that the wind would not be such a big factor over 4 kilometers, but in the short 750 meter format of the team sprint, the wind start would dictate an add or a disadvantage. The theory is the team starting into the wind would be advantaged because they would then get the first straight with the wind. That is the theory behind it. Whether it works or not, we will have to wait and see until the next tournament to find that out, because this tournament has been decided that the team sprint will run on one side only. New Zealand very happy with their silver medal. They've come down a rung on the podium from the gold that they got in Jakarta. Germans in picture, enjoying the vibe. It's been a fantastic vibe in this Cairo International Velodrome. Sweeping bankings, about 42-degree inclination on the bends and 12 degrees on the straights. 250 meters, the length of most velodromes, Olympic-sized, and about 7 meters wide. As we said, completed in 2020, just in time to host the 2021 World Championships. Let's join the protocol ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony of the Tissot UCI Nations Cup in Cairo, Egypt.
السيدات والسادة الحضور، مراسم توزيع جوائز بطولة كأس الأمم لدراجات المضمار في مرحلتها الثانية في مصر 2023.
Now the award ceremony for the women team pursuit. The medals will be presented by Dr. Ashraf Sobhi, the Minister of Youth and Sports.
الآن تتويج سباق المطاردة الفردية تيم بيرسوت، وسيقدمها معالي وزير الشباب والرياضة أستاذ دكتور أشرف صبحي.
In third place and the winner of the bronze medal, Team Germany, Franziska Browns, Lisa Klien, Yi Kroger, and Laura Suchimnelch.
المركز الثالث والفائز بالميدالية البرونزية دولة ألمانيا.
In second place and the winner of the silver medal, Team New Zealand, Bjorni Buta, Ali Wollaston, Samantha Donnelly, and Emily German.
المركز الثاني والفائز بالميدالية الفضية دولة نيوزيلندا.
And that's David Lepartillon, the president of the UCI, coming to hand the silver medal to New Zealand. Dr. Azam, the president of Egyptian cycling, did the bronze medal for us. Zopri doing the honours with the New Zealand team. He's the Minister of Sport and Youth.
In first place and the winner of the women team pursuit, Team France, Zara Kuponi, Valentine Fortin, Marion Bourras, and Marie Lunet.
المركز الأول والفائز بالميدالية الذهبية دولة فرنسا.
Proud moment there for David Lepartillon, the president of the UCI, with his compatriots, the French women winners of the team pursuit. Dr. Zopri, beautiful trophies as well. The statuettes to go with the rest of the medals and the accolades as to winning the Tissot UCI Nations Cup in Cairo, Egypt. Dr. Zopri, Minister of Sport, Youth in Egypt. Dr. Azam, who's been instrumental in building this velodrome and the driving force behind Egyptian cycling for many, many years.
The souvenir prize will be awarded by Al-Sheikh Ammar El Maala.
سيقوم بتسليم الهدايا التذكارية للاعبين الفائزين الشيخ عمار المعلى.
Well, there we go, so we can see the result. Great win for France. New Zealand, the winners in Jakarta, ending up in second here, reversing the tables. In fact, having the tables reversed. And in third wheel, the Germans, the Olympic champions from Tokyo 2020.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause to the winners of the team pursuit for women.
Well, that was a great ride there by France, turning the tables on New Zealand from Jakarta in this. With our Olympic champions, Germany, getting the bronze medal. And wonderful to see all these dignitaries, the Minister of Sport, the head of the UCI, and of course the head of Egyptian cycling, all doing the medal ceremony.
Ladies and gentlemen, the medal ceremony of the Tissot UCI Track Nations Cup in Cairo, Egypt.
السيدات والسادة الحضور، مراسم توزيع جوائز بطولة كأس الأمم لدراجة المضمار في مرحلتها الثانية في مصر 2023.
And now the award ceremony of the men team pursuit.
الآن تتويج سباق المطاردة الفرقية Team Pursuit for Men.
Well, now the victory ceremony, of course, of the second final of this second leg of the Tissot UCI Nations Cup. The first leg, Jakarta, now Cairo. And on the podium they are. The Danes winning it in great style, beating France on this occasion, and the Flying Germans in third.
The medals will be presented by Mr. David Lapartient, the UCI President.
سيقوم بتسليم الميداليات الآن السيد ديفيد لابارتيان رئيس الاتحاد الدولي للدراجات.
In third place and the winner of the bronze medal, Team Germany. Benjamin Boos, Theo Reinhardt, Tobias Bugranko, and Leon Bugdi.
المركز الثالث والفائز بالميدالية البرونزية دولة ألمانيا.
In second place and the winner of the silver medal, Team France, Thomas Dines, Corentin Herminol, Quentin Lafrogue, Valentin Tabillon.
المركز الثاني والفائز بالميدالية الفضية دولة فرنسا.
Well, there we go, a lovely opportunity for Monsieur Lapartient, the president of the UCI, to do the medals to his French compatriots, and of course dignitaries from Egypt, the Minister of Sport, the head of Egyptian cycling, and one of our notable excellences as
the
well.
souvenir prize will be awarded by
prize awards.
Al Sheikh Ammar Al Maalla. And now in first place and the winner of the men team pursuit, Team Denmark, Tobias Hansen, Rasmus Pedersen, Carl Friedrich Bevort, and Robin Skifield.
المركز الأول والفائز بالميدالية الذهبية دولة الدنمارك. والآن يقوم بتسليم الهدايا التذكارية للاعبين الفائزين الشيخ عمار المعلة.
بداية التاريخ في الأرض دي للحضارة الفرعونية أولوية كنا سابقين الزمن بقول
A round of applause for the teams, the winners, Germany, France, and Denmark.
Right, so well done to the team pursuitists. Great result there by the French in the women's. A wonderful, wonderful ride by the men as well. Great effort here from all of these riders. As we said, not the fastest of times, but nevertheless, great results as the big nations of the world take each other on in pursuit of the big result here. Denmark defending their Jakarta title, France getting a second, and Germany third in both the men's and the women's team pursuits. Now the turn of the team sprint, one of the most interesting and exciting races. Fairly new event, implemented maybe 15 years ago into the world of World Championships. Replaces the old so-called Italian pursuit, which effectively was the 100-meter relay in cycling terms years ago. This represents it, but it's now down to one short lap of 250 meters. And the leading rider has to complete a lap. There's a 15-meter runoff before he's got to hand over, or until he may hand over. Second rider does his lap, etc., etc. And we see the women's team sprint lined up in front of us here. In the ride-off for bronze, it will be France.
The next event will be the women's team sprint finals.
Let's have a look here. Just want to
On the
get
track,
this right.
we have the team of
We're
France.
starting on one side of the track only. The decision taken by the commissaires because they felt the wind would disadvantage one of the teams. That would be the team starting with the wind, because the first half lap would be a non-windy start, and then the first full lap or down the back straight or the main straight would represent a tailwind to one of the teams. So they've neutralized that. All the teams start off one side.
This is the ride for the bronze
left.
medal.
Right, France are underway.
And the French
Let's
team
see what they can do.
Will they be good enough to get the bronze medal?
Wonderful qualifiers early on. So
Very good
around
start
the
there by
49, 50,
the
51
world
second
champion
mark.
in the 500-meter time trial.
Getting the third best time on that occasion.
And still going very
Qualifying,
strong.
let's have a look and see
Rider
what they
number
did
2
in the
takes over,
qualifiers.
looking
Yeah.
good.
China getting a 47.057. Great Britain, good ride with a 46.
And they get the bell. What does the time say? How fast will they be?
Come around. France got second quickest, third quickest on a 48. Now, let's see what they can do if they can beat
The
that.
rider really pushing hard around the last bend into the last corner,
All
into
the
the
time
straight.
now. Their last rider comes into it now, and that'll be
Time
Mathilde
of
Gros, the very, very well-known
47.999.
world champion, Olympic champion, women's star, one of the big names racing on this UCI
Next team
Tissot
up will
Nations
be
Cup. And the
the
French
team
recording
of
there.
Great Britain.
Just waiting for their time to come up on the screen, but that looked pretty good to us. Always a factor in this competition. Right, so just trying to pick up their time. The caption hasn't come up yet. Great Britain, the next team to appear.
Great.
Right, so the British team
Britain
in front of the
ready
grandstand
for
here,
their
they're
ride.
getting themselves
The
ready.
time to beat
That'll be Laurie Thomas,
47.999.
Sophie Capel,
The time
and Emma
posted by France.
Finucane or Finucane. Correct pronunciation there. Last minute adjustment of the cleats. Right, Britain set. Laurie Thomas, Sophie Capel and Emma Finucane all lined up there. Finucane riding third. In the middle, Sophie Capel. And Laurie Thomas does the first lap.
And the team of Great Britain under starters orders.
And away they go, big shoving start. The first rider often rides a lower gear ratio
So
than
the
the
time
other
to
two.
beat 47.999.
And you'll see at times there's a bit of daylight
Will they
between
be able
first
to
and
do
second
it?
as the
Will
first
France
rider
get the
gets
bronze
away
medal?
with her or his bigger or lighter
Or will
gear.
Great Britain snap it away from them? Let's see.
Right, the Brits now absolutely flying here. They're a little bit up on France at the end of one lap, a fraction of a second.
And the GB team seems to be up
Right,
at this
Britain
point
now
in time.
coming by.
Can
They've
they maintain
completed
that
2
and hold on
laps.
to that position for the bronze medal?
Right, fighting it out here. Let's have a look as they come down now. That is their final rider, Emma Finucane, the anchor of the British team sprint team, as they cross the line to stop the clock.
Oh, and the
in
bronze
a
goes to
48.027.
France. Well done to the team from France. A great effort there by Team Great Britain, but unfortunately not good enough, but still a good ride. We now move on to the ride for the gold
Right,
and
so
silver.
this year will be the ride
First
for
team
gold
up
and
will be
silver
the
now.
team
Germany,
of Germany
versus the People's Republic of China. Right, the team sprint in Jakarta was won by Germany, beating the ROC into second. Great Britain getting bronze on that occasion, and the Netherlands out of the picture today in 4th position.
As you can see, the Germans sporting the UCI World Championship attire, the world champions.
Wonderful sight to see the arc-en-ciel, the rainbow colors on a team. Germany on this occasion, the ruling world champions. It's the rainbow jerseys. At the Olympic Games, Germany settling for second last time around when it was run with 2 riders, Leah Friedrich and Emma Hinz, who are both here claiming the Olympic silver medal in Tokyo. Now, all to count. Qualifying second fastest. The start crucial here. Let's see what they can get from Pauline Grabosch. Oh, and away they go. Just look at the effort that goes into the start. The secret of the gearing here, you've got to get the first rider off with a lightish ratio, but the other two have to gear for 60 plus kilometers an hour. Let's see how the Germans fare down the back straight here. Inevitably these days, little contact between the first 2 riders at the start.
It's looking
Pauline
good for them at this
Grabosch
point
hands
in
over
time.
now
The
to
time
Emma
looks decent.
Hinze flying down the back straight. Looking really good for Germany
now
here.
the second
It's
rider
all
coming
against the
to
clock
finish,
because of the open wheel
rider number 3
velodrome. Normally
takes
there'd be
over to bring
opposing
the
teams
team
on
home.
both sides of the
What will
track.
time be? It's all about the
33
fastest time
seconds
here.
for 2 laps
They
here.
need to go
Leah
flat out to
Friedrich now
record a
has
good
it as
time.
she goes down the back straight to be the anchor for Germany. Have they got
Rider
enough in
number
the
3
tank to
coming
hold
in
off
here.
China with their mighty
Speed is
team?
still high. Let's see
Here
what
we
the
go.
time
They
says.
stop the clock on
47.922.
47.922.
Emma Hinze, also a multiple world champion.
Well, beating France there, not that they were competing for the same medal,
Now
but
the next team up,
fractionally
the team
second,
from
or
China,
fractionally faster than France.
who recorded the
And now it's the
fastest
turn
qualifying
of
time.
the mighty
here they are
Chinese,
now.
the Olympic champions 2020,
Let's see
held
if
in
they
Tokyo in
can win the
2021.
gold medal.
But it was a 2-woman race.
We know who's
It
got
was
the
Shanju
silver medal.
Bayo
Sorry,
and
we know
Tianchi
who's got the
Zhang
bronze medal.
were the
We just need to
2
know who
winners
gets
there.
silver
Zhang not
and
in the lineup
bronze.
tonight.
Will it be Germany?
Yu Fang
Will it
Guo,
be China?
Shanju Bayo,
What
who
color
is,
will that medal be
the
for
Olympic
Germany?
champion and
Will
the
the
world
world
champion,
champions take home
and,
gold?
Li Ying
Will
Yuan,
China
the
topple
other
the
rider
world champions
in the
at
team
the
here.
Tissot UCI Track Nations Cup round 2 here in Cairo?
It's looking at the team sprint for the World Championships past. The Olympics, you heard that the champions were China. China getting the silver medal at the last World Championships with Shanju Bayo, with Yu Fang Guo in the team. And Li Ying Yuan, exactly the same team from the World Championships that they are running here. Germany winning it on that occasion with Grabosch, Hinze and Friedrich, the same team they fielding. Britain, the bronze medal on that occasion, settling for 4th tonight. Watch China as they get away here.
The team of China, starters orders.
Germany beating China in Jakarta. China
Right
certainly
for the
turning the
gold medal.
wheel
Will it
this
be
time
gold?
on the Germans.
Will it be silver? Who takes what medal? Will it be China? Will it be Germany for gold?
Olympic champions. Whoa, watch that shoving start as they get underway here. That is the Republic,
fast, hard
People's
start
Republic
there.
of China. That is
By
Yufeng
China.
Guyo gets them away, riding a lighter gear for sure
Getting
than the
into
other
the
riders.
rhythm, rider
A
number
2 bar
one
gap
came off
between
very,
1
very
and 2.
quickly.
Not too much
And
wind
rider
shelter,
number
but
two
she's
very
making
close to that
contact
wheel.
now.
This is a good ride here.
Shandu
First
Bayo
ride,
makes
very
contact
fast
with
lap,
a
I'm
highly
sure.
experienced at this. She's won both the
Below
World
19
Championships
seconds.
and, of course, the Olympic Games.
Rider number
The
2
Chinese
takes
go
it
down the
through
back
with
straight
1.5
now.
laps
Li
to go.
Yuan will be the last
Can she
rider.
maintain the
They are
speed?
absolutely
Rider 3
hurtling
ready to
along.
pounce as the
33
bell
seconds
goes.
we're looking for to complete this lap.
1 lap to go.
Very, very close now to the Germans and, in fact, to the other teams on this occasion. Germany posting a
China
47.922.
looking very, very strong, very fast
Can
as they
do it?
come home
Watch
here.
when the clock
Will they
stops
get the
now.
gold medal? Will it be
47.922
Germany?
to
Let's see
stop.
what
They
happens.
stop the clock on 47.679.
And I think we know what that means.
47.679 puts them in the gold medal position.
Great ride by China. We await the official result.
So it looks unofficially to us as if the 4th team, Great Britain, 3rd, the bronze medal will go to France. Germany settle for the silver medal, and the People's Republic of China victorious in the all-red attire to win this 3rd gold medal of these championships. We'll await the results here from the commissaires, but it looks to us as if that is it. Right, so the gold medal race in Jakarta, Germany, People's Republic of China, the wheel is turned from Jakarta to Cairo. The red-clad Chinese team turning the wheel there on the Germans. And the bronze medal race going the way there of France against their arch rivals, Great Britain. Right, so looking out now for the men's team sprint on the track. They're going to the elimination first, so let's have a look at what happens there.
And on the track, we've got the first bunch event of these UCI, the Tissot UCI Track Nations Cup. Round
This will be
2
Humdinger,
here
the
in
women's
Cairo.
elimination.
Some exciting racing here in the elimination race. The elimination race is a bunch event. The riders
So there we
will
go.
start once they
Get the rider list
start.
up
Every
on
second
screen,
lap,
hopefully.
the last rider will be eliminated, will be called off, and this continues until there's one
Elimination
rider
race.
standing.
Every
That rider
2
will
laps
be
they call
declared
off the
winner
last
of the
rider,
race.
and remember that
So
the
it's a hard
elimination
race,
runs
tough race.
on the
Every
back
every
extremity
second lap, basically,
of the
there is a
last
hard
rider.
sprint, not to be lost over the line.
What happens? They start in 2
Let's make
relays.
some
There
noise
is
for the
a
home
fence
girls,
start
Tissot UCI
and the blue
of
band
Egypt
start,
in
so the
this
top
race
and
as
the
well.
bottom of the track, breaking up the field into that start order. Right, the elimination race in Jakarta, convincingly won there by Ali Wollaston of New Zealand. Nia Evans, Britain in 2nd. Marit Reimarkers, the Dutch girl, in 3rd. And then you had Fidanza of Italy. You had Berthaud of France, Victoire Berthaud in 4th. And Uchino, the Japanese rider, ending up in 9th position. Maho Kakita from Japan in as well. Right, so the medals in Jakarta going the bronze to Reimarkers of the Netherlands, Evans of Britain in 2nd, Wollaston of New Zealand dressed in black. The winner of the elimination, she also won 2 of the other endurance events on the program on that occasion. Right, so the start list. Really impressive field here.
And the elimination race riders, women's elimination race.
Well, it looks to us that Wollaston not starting.
Lined up. As you can see, half the riders
Swiss here, Nigeria, we can see them on the screen. They've been
and the other half
interestingly
are at the
good in the
bottom
team
of the
pursuit.
track.
That is Tawakate McKean of Nigeria.
Maximum number allowed on the track.
French
is
lining up as
24.
well. 24
Fortunately,
riders,
the
Max
entries
Victoire.
were
Berthaud
24
will
or
represent
less.
France. The
Therefore, we
Swiss
did
rider
not
that we've
require
seen, I
any
think,
heats.
is
So this
Michel
is a straight
Andres.
final. This is a ride for the
Kazakhstan riding
medals.
Renata
First, second,
Sultanova
and
down
third,
on the inside
gold,
start.
silver, and
Poland
bronze.
looking
Who
good
will
as
it
well
be?
with their entrant Patricia Lorkowska. The United States of America fielding Jennifer Valente in our picture. They have a lap of grace and then they start calling off the back rider. The attention should be focused on the back extremity of the back rider to call off the last rider crossing the line on the hot laps here. Very good strategy is to be near the inside, keep the pace on the go, and it's much shorter around the inside if you can, rather than going wide the whole time, coming around the outside the long, difficult way. This is a beautiful mass start event, going to be one of the highlights of the 2023 Tissot UCI Nations Cup right here in this ancient city of Cairo, which was founded in 969 Anno Dominicum, so 969 BC, one of the oldest cities on the planet. Neutral lap as the riders go around. Oh, a false start.
That's a false start, so they will regroup and restart. Problem for Team New Zealand. So what happens? This is the start. Basically, the first lap is neutral, meaning there's no racing until they come around again, and the gun will indicate the start of the race. And then every second lap, there will be a sprint. The last rider will be called off, and this continues until there's just one rider standing, and that will be the winner of the event. And second and third will be the second and third last persons falling out.
305, the New Zealand rider is not on the list here.
Really?
Yeah. Look at the one in black, if we can find out what her name is.
Okay, announcement team managers. The men elimination race will take place after all the team sprint finals. Please take note of the change in the calendar. After the team sprint finals, we will have the men's elimination race.
Right, so the Kiwi, Jesse Hodges, ending up in a bit of trouble there.
And
Just causing a false start, representing New Zealand in the absence of Ali Wollaston. Wollaston, brilliant in Jakarta, winning 3 of the golds. This all adds to the excitement. Netherlands, Mexico, Switzerland, Egypt,
So now we have another
Slovakia, they're all here.
start here. Let's hope we get off to a good start.
Norway,
First lap is neutral.
Great
but this
Britain.
being an
Sophie
elimination
Lewis
race,
representing
the pace
Great
is
Britain
pretty
on
high
this
in
occasion.
the neutral lap.
You see
So
2
that
start
they avoid
lines,
being lost at
half
the
the
very
field
start
on the
of
fence, the
race.
others on the blue line, the pond line. Commissary is doing a great job keeping it together. The inside of the track, of course, the team pens, if you see all of the nations, are lined up there with their technical teams and their soigneurs, mechanics, etc. Right, so Switzerland. That is Michel Andres.
انت اصلا رحت فين؟ مفيش ورا حاجه تقريبا.
And away they go. The first lap is neutral. They'll come around and then the gun will go. this is going to
So
be
this is a
an
neutral lap.
exciting event.
In the come around, we are gunshot.
Here,
That
the
will
world's
be
best
the
all lined up.
official
Remember, they
start of
call
the
off
race.
the last rider
And then
every
pay
other lap.
attention to the last rider crossing the line. That rider will call off.
Thomas here ready. Ford immediately gets herself into the action there. That's Marit Rijmakers, the bronze medalist in Jakarta. Nia Evans of Great Britain. Not riding yet. Sophie Lewis who gets the turn to represent the Union Jack on this occasion. Right, so the next lap they'll start calling off riders. Right, all together there. Right, we've got to watch the back of the riders here. It's not the front which matters, it's the last rider that matters when they cross the hot line. This was not an elimination lap.
New Zealand 305.
Right, so 305 gets the...
305, thank you.
That was the lady that had the trouble. That's Jessie Hodges who has to say goodbye to us at this point. Right, here they go. That's another hot lap. So now the tempo one. The Egyptian goes down the back straight there. That is Etasam Zayed Ahmed. Safest place to be is at the front here. Our Swiss rider on her wheel. Look at the top of the track there. It looks like ours. Whoa! And to the line they go. That's going to be particularly close. It all happens with the last rider. We'll wait for the commissary's call on that one.
269.
Right, rider 269. They've just
Greece
called off.
269.
That is the rider from Greece who gets the call. That unfortunate call to go, and that's Agiro Milaka. Another bell lap. Hardly time to recover here. Wollaston from New Zealand, the gold medalist at Jakarta, not here. Nia Evans also not here. Rijmakers, the nearest thing to the gold medal for the Netherlands. And now the call will be 251 by the looks of it unofficially. The
251 Austria.
251, the Austrian rider. That's Verena Eberhardt who gets the call to leave the track. Looking really good at the front there. And that is Sophie Lewis. Safe place to be is on the inside near the front. Shorter around, and you don't have to fan at the back and fight for that devil not to chop you. Right, the Nigerian rider precarious on the inside. Has she got the legs to fight it off here? Let's have a look as they come around. Teko with, nope, it's not going to be her. That should be Jai Liu.
257 China.
That is Jiali Liu from China who gets the call. That is a call you don't want to hear on this velodrome. Is your number called off? Every other lap they call it right until there's one left. Let's see what's going to happen now as they get to the line there. Mexico, a bell lap. Mexicans dangling, or the Mexican rider dangling dangerously at the back. Belgium at the back as well. Dutch girl Rijmakers very safely on the front. USA looking good as well.
304 Nigeria.
This is Nigeria's call. And that will be, let's pull out quickly here. The Nigerian gets the call from the commissaries to leave. And that is Tekaway Yakin. The bell goes again and again and again. This time it's hard clap. Very dangerous to be near the back here. You want to be in that front area where Rijmakers is riding with Jennifer Valente of the United States, keeping a very safe front hold on the race. Whoa, is it going to be the Belgian rider this time?
410 Germany.
Oh, the Germans get the call. And that unfortunate, yes, so Germany gets the call. And that is Charlotte Reisner. Another bell lap goes now. The Swiss rider holds on to the lead very convincingly. So that is Michel Andres who has the tempo as they go down the back, who has the lead. Bit of a challenge comes over the top now from France and Lithuania. Safe to be. Dangerous in green at the back either.
276 Italy.
Italy gets the call. It's the call of the Tricolore who have to leave this time. And that is Francesca Selva as the bell goes again. Right, the bell goes. Selva leaves the track. The numbers shrinking now with about a third off. 2/3 of the field still remains.
254 Belgium.
Out of that. And the rider from Belgium gets the call. That is Helene Hesters who has to leave the piste this space. The bell keeps going every other lap it rings. Yvonne Stenberg of Norway, dangerously poised at the back, as is the Swiss rider, which is Michelle Andres. Camera improved. Rider drives on the inside of the back. We should be focusing on the back of the field to see the Norwegian. Has she got the
301 Ireland.
Ireland gets the job. Unfortunately for them there, the Irish have been very good, riding in the final of the women's team pursuit. And that is Erin Creighton who has to call. The bell goes yet again. Switzerland, Michelle Andres leads safely in the front. Marit Reimarkers has been there all through the race as well. Renata Soltanova also of Kazakhstan in and out about the front.
260 Egypt.
6-0. Unfortunately, the home nation gets the call on this occasion. Not a popular decision with the crowd, as Ebtissam Zayed has to leave. The bell goes yet again. And that's a bit of a move from the Czechia rider. They've picked the tempo up now, going down the back straight. Reimarkers from the Netherlands keeps an eye on her at all times. The tempo's gone down slightly, makes it very dangerous at the back. The Norwegian rider now.
277 Ukraine.
Oh, that's the Ukraine, unfortunately, which gets the call.
Apologies, Kazakhstan. 277 Kazakhstan.
It's Kazakhstan, that's correct. Renata Soltanova from Kazakhstan who has to leave the track. Reimarkers leads them through. Maho Kitata from Japan is the rider all in black. In second wheel. She was close to the medals in 8th position at Jakarta. Oh, that's Lithuania. Lithuania, unfortunately. They get it here. That is Olivia Baliestaya that has to leave. Right, the tempo is still very high. The Swiss hold the race. That sounds like a cowbell in the mountains of Switzerland for Michelle Andres. But that indicates another hot lap in this elimination event for women at the 2023 Tissot UCI Cup of Nations.
Right. 299 Czechia.
Czechia gets the call, unfortunately. Former Czech Republic. Their rider gets it. That is Barbora Nemkova. She goes out here. Reimarkers still convincingly has the lead. Sophie Lewis still in there. Great Britain, rider 266. You see her just on the right shoulder. There she is with the blue shorts. Getting close now. Getting very close. Reimarker's been dominant.
306 Poland. 306 Poland.
That is Patricia Lorkowska. The bell goes again. Reimarker still has Lewis on her shoulder. The Japanese rider 290 in those black colors. Unfamiliar, but it looks more like a trade team sponsorship. Maho Kakita is the rider in black. Always hovering around the front there and coming a little bit wide in the black on this occasion. From the United States as well as Jennifer Valenta.
303 Mexico.
That is their turn. Unfortunately, the Mexicans get it. Bell goes again. Still Reimarker, still Kakita from Japan, still Sophie Lewis. The Swiss rider always dominant as well there. That is, let's have a quick look at her. That is Michelle Andres from Switzerland. Kakita in with a shot. The United States have Valenta still alive. Reimarker still alive. French rider. Still looking well, and that is Victoire Berthaud. Oh boy, Michelle Andres, the commentator's curse. As we say she's looking good, they fall off. What a pity there for Michelle Andres. She's been very, very dominant in this event and now gets the chop in about 10th position. Well, here goes the bell. Kakita, Rymarkers, Lewis. The American Valente in that famous Stars and Stripe outfit, been their national strip for many, many years. Now it's a Norwegian friend that looks a little bit precarious here. Ooh, on the inside. And hold it. He's right at 294.
Slovakia, 294, Slovakia.
Unfortunately for them. Right, the bell goes again. And the Slovakian is Altvita Machikova. As the bell goes again, the Norwegian rider's been very dangerously positioned all through this thing. That is Anita Yvonne Stenberg. She certainly plays with the devil, the eliminator in this event. Old wording for it, or the old name was the devil take the hindmost, very apt these days, called elimination in European style.
290, Team
That is Kakita, unfortunately, Maho Kakita, who gets the call, and she was very close in the big one in Jakarta, unfortunately out of it here. So let's have a look quickly. Kakita was in 8th, so it's around about the same time that she's going to get it. Some more action here. Right, Williston was the women's winner, not riding here. Near Evans also not there this time. It looks like it will be our Spanish visitor, which is Laura Rodriguez Cordero. She goes, we're down to 5 riders now. And it's Rymarkers, it's Lewis. It is the American rider being prolific all through the race as well, and that's Jennifer Valente. Oh, another hot lap. French rider looks as if she's under pressure. That's Victoire Berthaud. She was in 5th position in Jakarta. It's about round about that time now. Let's hope she survives this. Rymarkers dangerously poised on the inside. She's the bronze medalist, and this time she's given too much. They're going to fall her off. Unfortunately, that is Marit Rymarkers, the bronze medalist at Jakarta, who has no more part of this event. Down to 4 riders. Valente from the United States. Valente immediately challenges Lewis. Then it is Berthaud from France. The 4th rider there is the Norwegian, which is Stenberg. She's been really prolific and dangerously poised all the way around. Let's see if she can hold them off this time. This looks like a Kieran final or something as these 4 riders approach the line, and it's going to be the visitor from Norway, unfortunately, Von Stenberg. She's done too much. I think she's been up and down the whole time, fanned it wide the whole time, fought for every elimination lap, and now finally has to surrender the hope of a medal here. Valente, United States 3rd. Lewis, Great Britain in 2nd. And leading out there is Valente. You've got Berthaud in 3rd. Valente looks over his shoulder. It now looks like a sprint final. Lewis in 2nd wheel for Great Britain. Berthaud, the rider from France, they've got a challenge now. What's going to happen as they come to the wire? They go wide again. It looks like Lewis is going to surrender.
6, Great Britain. And now we are down to 2 riders, France versus the USA.
This is Jennifer Valente for the gold medal. Who is it going to be? This has been really exciting. A wonderful elimination race here. The land of opportunity, the United States of America versus France. Berthaud dives on the inside at the bell. Has she done enough to win it here? It looks like she's caught Valente out of her sorts a little bit here. She's caught napping. Is she going to challenge? She's kicking. Has she got the legs to come? She'll have to challenge in the banking, which is the long way round. Valente comes to the wire. They're coming to it, and Jennifer Valente does it. Leaping down, going to 2nd wheel. A wonderful ride. Lewis gets the bronze medal, and a fabulous ride for the United States there, as Jennifer Valente sews this up in great fashion. In 2nd wheel from France, a brilliant ride from Victoire Berthaud, and Sophie Lewis in the 3rd wheel for Great Britain. A fabulous elimination race, a gold medal for the United States of America, a great event all told. So that is a fabulous result. Valente, the United States of America, gets a gold medal. A strong rider. She looked like she was caught napping by Berthaud at the bell. Recovered beautifully, didn't challenge her in the back straight, took the long road around in that banking. And what a fabulous effort from her with 80 meters to go. Took Berthaud there, who'd run out of steam at that point. And a brilliant victory for Jennifer Valente of the United States. Victoire Berthaud settles for second from France. Sophie Lewis gets third. The Norwegian Anita Sternberg gets fourth. And the lower positions are Lorkovska, Nemkova, Baliestaya, Saltanova, Ebtisam, Ahmed, Creighton, Hester, Selva, Reisner and Yakin. Down to Gialli, Eberhardt, Milaki and Hodges to make up the final numbers in this exciting elimination. The penultimate, in fact not the penultimate, but the women's version of this elimination event. Brilliant ride. Valente from the United States, that's how it's done. She showed them how. She was there and thereabouts all of the way and just outdid Berthaud in the race for the gold medal. Berthaud brilliantly in second as well, but a big victory there for the United States. Now focusing our attention on one of the most exciting events on this program, and that will be the men's team sprint. So let's look here at the men's team sprint, and we're going to see the finals now. Japan and China fight it out for the bronze medal, and France and the raging red-hot favourites, the Netherlands, with Roy van der Berg, Harry Lefreysen and Jeffrey Wurgland, the men going for the gold medal here. Right, so let's have a look now at this scintillating final. It proves to be an absolute humdinger, the race for the bronze medal.
Right.
See the first team for the bronze on the track at the moment: Japan, Nagasaka Yoshi, Kaya Ota and Yuta Obaru, their trio of riders. Nagasaka will be the first rider off. Ota takes second traditionally, and Obaru, the man beating it.
We're down to the last four riders in the team sprint competition.
Team sprint results.
So check the Japan are first. They went to
Olympic Games.
bronze
I'll
medal.
pick them up quickly for you there. The Tokyo Olympics. Let's go and have a look quickly what the results were in that event. Right, in the team sprint, it was, of course, the Dutch who won it. Great Britain got second and France third. Japan not in the medals on that occasion. In the World Championships. It was interestingly so Australia aren't here, beating the Netherlands and Great Britain into the other medals. Japan underway. Let's keep an eye on them. Let's focus on the team sprint. Three riders. You can see their first man has a lighter gear by quite a measure than the second and third riders, who are made for speed. He's made for a pull-off, and he's really done it well. His first lap getting in on about a 17.571. Japan, the home of track sprinters, where Keirin Racing emanates from. They've had greats like Koichi Nakano, multiple sprint world champion. This time they're going for the team sprint.
Next team, see if they can get their hands on the bronze
The
medal.
fastest and flying along here. They're going to stop the clock at this stage at 43.
It's a good time, 43.361.
Remembering that this series is being run on one side of the track start only. The commissaire is deciding that to take the factor of the wind on this open-walled velodrome out of it in the team sprint event. They felt that the teams starting with the wind would be disadvantaged because they only have a half a first lap with the wind, while they'd have a full back straight lap hypothetically into it, and the opposite with the team starting into the wind. The favourable start would be the team starting against the wind, so that they get off short little straight against the wind and then enjoy the long home straight with the wind on their first lap. commissaires ruling very fairly that this series, right through to the final, would be run one-side start only.
After the team sprints are concluded,
So we just heard that we're going to do the men's elimination immediately after the final runoff for the gold medal in this team sprint between France and the defending champions, the Netherlands. They are also the Netherlands. Very, very hot team here, going down unfortunately at the World Championships to Australia, but in the Olympic Games a brilliant gold medal for them there. They are star-studded with riders hugely claiming their medals, and very, very talented Van der Berg and of course Hoogland and Lefreysen. Interestingly so, Lefreysen enjoying a birthday yesterday and Hoogland tomorrow, so the Dutch are seeking to celebrate in a big manner with birthday cakes and their gold medals. Looking at China now, they're competing for the bronze medal against
the team of China getting ready for their ride. The bronze medal in the men's team sprint competition.
Second rider, and the anchorman Cheng Shi Zhue. Coach is giving them slaps on those ribs there just to encourage them, almost sumo style. I know it's Japanese, but this Chinese trio do it sumo style to get away.
And there's a recall from the
Full start for
starter.
China. Only the front rider released by the automatic start machine. The other two held by staff from the team. Looks like one of the riders clearly had problems pulling his foot out. Commissaire is doing a great job here at this Tissot UCI Nations Cup. A big contingent of international commissaires, as well as at least 15 local Egyptian commissaires doing the refereeing on this occasion. Right, so we're getting the Chinese team ready for the second time here. I'll get the start going. You'll notice that the first rider held by the automatic start machine, which doesn't release before the signal. Riders 2 and 3 held by the team staff. And these are the almost sumo-esque antics of the Chinese team as they prepare to get underway. China getting themselves ready. These riders still use toe straps and clip-in pedals, whereas the road riders just use a simple clip-in system. They go clip-in plus a double strap, just for added security, because the pull-off here twists the foot, which would uncleat it in a normal cleat situation. And then their toe straps to secure their feet on the pedal. The clipless pedals work pretty much for those new to the sport, like the skis do in the ski world. It's a cleat-in, clip-in, twist-out situation. China, second start, racing for the bronze medal against Japan. They've got to beat 43.361.
And here we go, this time off to a clean start, a very good fast start.
Away they go, the Chinese, a huge start here from their first rider, Shuai Guo, gets them underway.
Get together now as they come around first.
Flying around the Chinese now, it's going to be a very, very good time indeed as they go.
Will they be able to get the time of Japan and get the bronze medal? Will Japan be able to get that medal? Let's see what happens.
Big race here for the bronze medal between Japan and China.
Let's see how they go. Rider number 3 still very strong, going strongly.
China flying here, looking really impressive. As they go down the back straight, they're going to stop the clock now. Let's have a look. They've got 43.361 to
very
beat.
close.
They're fighting them 44.152. They're going to settle for the bronze medal. Nope, they're out of it on this occasion.
Gets the bronze medal. China 4th. But a great ride.
Well, there we go.
Teams. Well done,
Japan will get the bronze medal with a 43.361. And China in 4th position in this team sprint competition. Well, the turn now of France to do battle for that coveted gold medal. The rivals, the Netherlands, will be the final start. As we have said a couple of times, the format here changed from the duo start on opposite sides of the track in the team sprint only, for the reason of this being an open-walled velodrome where the wind would bring a disadvantage to the team starting with the wind. Commissaires have reasoned that the team starting into the wind would have an advantage because they have a very short straight to start into and then get the advantage of a tailwind down the back straight. Right, here we go. Right, the French team. Timi Gillion, Sébastien Vigier and Ryan Helal in this team sprint. When you look at the riders' morphology, you need lots of muscle, pretty much like a 100 meters athlete in running, even stockier. These riders do a lot of weight training. It's all about that explosive burst to get the bike going in the team sprint. It's only 750 meters long, and these riders very, very powerfully built. The French Timi Gillion, first rider. In the middle, Sébastien Vigier and Ryan Helal, the last starter, the man on the outside. Right, the French get underway in the final. Oh, of this team sprint. First rider losing the track a little bit, getting off the track almost on the blue zone. Gillion losing some momentum, but now he's really, really flying. And a wonderful first lap here from Gillion, 18.004. This is quick. That's about 65, 70 kilometers an hour. Just looking at it, they get the track there. Sébastien Vigier will take over. Now the last rider, he's got it, he's the anchor. 34 they clocked here after 2 laps, maybe not fast enough. Let's see what they're going to do. They can become flying in the final. They're the last riders in the series. 43.887. Well, that's fast, but not too sure if that is quick enough for the Dutch. The Dutch really spectacular.
Jakarta. They were second. I'm sure they want to take the gold this time around.
The Olympic Games champions, the Netherlands.
Former world champions.
Jeffrey Workland, Henry Grayson, Roy van der Berg and Matthijs Lindley, who won the Olympic title.
In this event. They've almost mastered it, perfected it, but I'm sure
the Dutch are the ruling Olympic silver medalists, going down to Australia on that occasion, but they are the European champions, and that is our first sighting of the European champions jersey on the back of Roy van der Berg, Henry Grayson, and Jeffrey Workland.
As you can see, they used the gold medals.
This trio, arguably the top trackmen in the world, and their curriculum vitae, or Palmar as they are fondly known in the world of cycling, would certainly, if they were criminals with the rap sheet, get each of them a life sentence. They wouldn't be released ever, because it goes on and on. It's Olympic titles, it's World Championship medals, it's world records, you name it. These Flying Dutchmen have absolutely done it. They're just pleating in at the moment their clipless system, like the road bikes, but then they add on a double toe strap for added security, over which the aero shoe goes. Right, so Hoogland is riding the last leg for them. It's his birthday tomorrow. Harry Lefreysen in the middle, it was his birthday yesterday, so that's a very interesting coincidence. Roy van der Berg, 34 years old, takes the first lap. Watch the technique. Oh, and away they go. The Dutch, huge gear. You can see Van der Berg doesn't have a smaller gear, much smaller than the team. And then he finally gets it going. But yeah, he has got a lighter gear looking at him. The other two riders have a slightly higher ratio. As Van der Berg comes around, he's done his job. And he's 0.6 faster in the French team already, so the Dutch look as if they've set sail here for victory in this Tissot UCI Nations Cup. Lap 2, Harry Lefreysen, the famous Lefreysen, Olympic champion, world champion, multiple record holder. Hands it over to Jeffrey Hoogland. For his birthday tomorrow, Hoogland. Let's see if he's got added cause to celebrate as he kicks home. He's going to stop the clocks. Yes, he does. 42.641. That's enough to get the gold medal. Fabulous result from the Netherlands. 42. A wonderful result here from the Dutch to clinch the gold medal in the Tissot UCI Nations Cup. They punched the air, they deserve to. What a magnificent result here. Well done to the Dutch. It doesn't get better than that.
Of Japan and China.
You know, Roy van der Berg has had a gold medal in the team sprint at the Olympic Games. He's won this event 3 times.
And another exciting race coming up.
He's got the silver from the World Championship last time. He's the current European champion, the European Games winner. He's won the European Championship 5 times with the Dutch team. But what more can you say? 34 years old. Wonderful bike rider, and it's his birthday tomorrow. Well done, Roy. We're getting ready for the men's elimination now. The Dutch are still celebrating there. Has done good things himself. Olympic Games, gold is all he wants. The team sprint he's won 4 times at the World Championships. He's a time trial world champion as well, the current one that is over 1,000 meters. And the sprint he's won 3 times the European title, and the team sprint 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 times the European Championship. It doesn't get much better than that. Right, the elimination coming, a huge cheer here for the Egyptian rider.
Great support for the local Egyptian rider.
So, getting ready now for the men's elimination. You saw the women's elimination was beautifully run, a big win, and fantastically done by the American. This event
the rider from Egypt, Ahmed Saad.
The elimination at
He's
Olympic
well
Games
supported
level.
by the locals here. Let's see how well he goes.
Not one of the races on the Olympic Games start list.
It's
So
good to
we're
see
out
the
of that
3
at the moment.
representatives from Africa, Nigeria, Yassine Shalir, Ahmed Saad, Egypt,
Elia Viviani
and
is
from
the
South
current world
Africa,
champion.
Joshua
Suffered a
Van
little bit in the team pursuit.
this
Couldn't
is
keep with the team and lost
one
contact
race
there.
where we can say
Northern Strong of
Africa's
New
got a
Zealand,
few, not only
silver
one
medal at
rider,
Ethan
but
Vernon
quite a
of
few
Great
riders.
Britain,
Good to
the
see.
current bronze medalist at world level. So it's a big
But we need more African riders at this level, so there's work to be done.
Right, so our start list, even more impressive than the women's number-wise. We've got a big turnout here. Josh van Beek, notably of South Africa, representing
Current world champion
our home
this
nation,
event,
fellow
Nathan
African. He
Ryan,
comes from Johannesburg, South Africa.
Elia Viviani,
Van
double world
Beek, also
champion
the
over
current
last 2
record
years.
holder and defending champion of Paarl Boxing Days, a famous 25-mile race down in Paarl in the Cape. which is the world's longest uninterruptedly presented bike race. 125 years will be this year when they run it on Boxing Day. It's a 25-mile or 40-kilometer track race, and Van Wyk broke the record 2 years back. He was out last year through injury, and a wonderful, wonderful rider as an endurance track man. Let's have a look quickly here at the elimination results from our Jakarta sister event. Let's see who got that. It was Aya Hashimoto of Japan, Jules Hester second, Yuri Habik from France was third. Then we got another Japanese rider, Kazushige Koboki in fourth, and Thomas Bouda of France was in the fifth wheel. Right, great to see these riders lining up right in front of our commentary position here. Wonderful lineup.
هنا هو واضح. ها؟ هنا واضح.
Getting themselves ready. Michele Scartezzini is representing Italy here. No sign of Viviani, who wasn't on the boil, with all due respect, in the team pursuit, losing contact in the qualifying rounds, and his team Italy didn't qualify to go further into the finals this evening. This is going to be a humdinger. Exciting women's elimination we saw. Right, so let's focus now on the men's elimination.
Look at the pace.
And see what happens. Critical as the gun goes that you stay near the front on the inside. And a high pace from the beginning here, from the word go. So China immediately into the lead. Argentina, the Dutch there, Japanese, America, they're all in this one and they're looking really good. And a high pace as well. A rider puts his hand up.
Race
Race is
neutralized.
neutralized. There's been a technical. One of our riders getting a technical here, so they're going to neutralize that. That is
Algeria
going to get
neutralization.
called off here.
Riders, race neutralized.
So this neutralized through a technical. So there'll be a technical time to get this rider back. And if that's neutralized, the rider's still doing about 40-45 kilometers to the hour. They're quickly fixing the mechanical on the stricken rider. Race neutralized for the moment, so there aren't riders being called off. Don't despair. If you see your nation's rider at the back, safe for the moment, there aren't hot laps being called. Let's have a look. Yuri Havic representing the Dutch on this occasion. He was third in Jakarta. Jules Hesters from Belgium was in second. That's Jakarta we're talking about.
And the race is back on.
Let's have a look. Right, the stricken rider returns into the fray, unfortunately for him, right at the back of the race. He's had a couple of neutral laps, and that's not going to suit him. He's not going to make contact. A little bit of bad timing because he's not part of the action here, and that is rider one. That is Yassine Chalel of Algeria, who's not going to be part of this one. Let's see if they call him off because he wasn't in contact.
53 USA.
The United States, they delivered the winner of the women's version, and now the first rider off is from the United States, Ron Quince, who's got to get the call. Right, Quince comes off. Van Wyk dangling precariously at the back. If you look at that green skin suit, top right of our picture now. That's Josh Van Wyk, the Paul Boxing Day champion, multiple SA champion, a young rider still, comes from Johannesburg, South Africa. This rider, as we saw in the women's, dominating. Van Wyk survives that hot lap.
41 Poland.
41, the Polish rider gets the call. And the Polish rider that they're going to call off here is Philippe Prokopskazin. Another hot lap. Ireland looking precarious. Jack Murphy, dangerously.
24 Hong Kong, China.
China this time gets it, and that is Chinese right at 24. The numbers don't correlate. We'll wait for another hot lap to see now. Whoa, that's going to be very tight. Right at 24 has come off. He's not from China, as the announcer called. That is Hong Kong, China. Wing Leong. And now it's going to be very dangerous.
Decision Barbados. 57 Barbados. 57 Barbados.
Call from the commissaire, and that is Edwin Sutherland. No more.
57 Barbados.
Van Wyk finds himself in a
Thank
very
you.
bad position in that green skin suit at the back on the inside on the red line. He's got to do something to challenge here. That is the Barbadian who gets the call. So he's out. Look now, Czechia's leader here really plows it on there, and that is Jan Vonjes from the former Czech Republic. Czechia these days. High pace. Ireland, South Africa, badly positioned at the back. They'll have to improve position. They've squeezed the rider out there. It looks like it's the Argentinian. Is this Ivan Ruiz who's going to get the call from out? No, he's kicked over the top. Oh, it's awfully tight. It could be Becky Starr.
58 China.
China this time gets it.
58 China.
58 China.
58 China.
Zhe Zhu who gets it. Unfortunately gets the call.
58 China.
At a very steady pace, the Austrian dominating. Gabriel Ivan Ruiz from Argentina looking really confident as well. Let's have a look. Another hot lap. Van Wyk has played the devil's game all through here. Very experienced. He comes from a cycling house. As the Irish rider improves a little bit. Kicks over the top. Let's have a look here. It's tight now. Ireland's Jack Murphy just surviving it. Oh, the bell goes. Another hot lap signal here. Van Wyk's got to get himself out of the hole at the back. It's a long way around up the wide side of the track, as Van Wyk's doing now. Let's see, he kicks over, he might be safe, but it's a long way around for him. He's got to try and cut in. Right on the inside, it looks like he's Uzbekistan as they come to Egypt gets the call. The home nation, unfortunately, he's been very good to survive this long. And he gets the call from the commissaire. And unfortunate here for Ahmed Saad, who gets the knock on the door there to leave the track. Bit of a challenge off the front. Good time to get going. Action off the front as well as the back. Saad leads for Egypt. That's right, at 12 who's jumped into a commanding lead. Colby Langer from the United States. Argentina gets the call. Ivan Ruiz, he's gone. Van Wyk, they get the bell again. He's had so many mentions as Josh Van Wyk here, angled at the back precariously. Very skillful in the way that he's held them off, though the devil's chopper.
46 South Africa.
And that is Josh Van Wyk of South Africa who gets the call. The Paul Boxing Day champion, no more part of this. Italian looking very comfortably in there as well. Michele Scarpezzini. Bell goes this time. And now that Van Beek has taken the entertainment out of it for us, unfortunately getting the call. He was the rider playing dingbat precariously, in, out, and he has survived until the previous lap. It looks like the Irish rider.
28, Ireland.
So it could well be, well, it isn't well be, it is Jack Bernard Murphy from Ireland who gets the call. Now getting down to the sharp end of the race. Austria at the back there. Let's see who the judges call this time. Nominate for exclusion from the race. Looks like it's going to be rider
Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan. That's unfortunate for him. That is Daniel Edvokimov. Daniel from Uzbekistan. Tempo very, very high as they go around here. It keeps it safe for the front riders to keep a tempo. And Aya Hashimoto, who is the winner of the Jakarta leg in that red and white skin suit it is, playing the dangerous game but safely in the middle of the track now.
Switzerland
Gets the nod, unfortunately, and that is Lucas Rueg who's got to leave the track. So the Swiss are out. That bell peeled them out. The Netherlands leading very convincingly here. We'll have to pick up the main contenders in a second as they whip this down to a small handful of riders. Lots of encouragement from the grandstand for these riders. They're going to pick a number now. Trinidad and Tobago unfortunately gets the chop. So he's got to go. Trinidad and Tobago. That is Achille Campbell. See Campbell just leaving behind the Abanshia. Japanese now looking really good. That is Aya Hashimoto, the winner of the Jakarta leg. Dominating. British rider confident, really steady, hasn't done any real work at this point. This is William Tidball. Right, up goes the tempo at the front. As you see a little turn at the front there from rider 39. And that is George Jackson of New Zealand. The Kiwis have come to the fore. Hashimoto in second wheel. Right moment that he's picked. New Zealander come to the front as it gets more dangerous. That is George Jackson. Jackson still holds the lead. Hashimoto on his wheel. The Italian
16.
Comfortable.
Rider 16 Indonesia.
Indonesia unfortunately will no longer be part of this. They get the call off. And let's bring them in. Indonesia gets called off. Right, the Dutch leading now. That is Yuri Habik, the man leading in that pale orange. They've got a little bit more pale than their usual oranje. Right, over the top for safety. Very confident looking rider 60.
New Zealand
Gets the block there. Unfortunately, George Jackson's got to leave it. And just when we thought he was improving, that's Kiboti, Kazuzuya Kiboti from Japan. Out the saddle they go. It's now becoming a sprint contest rather than a smooth pace. Lap after lap, they've got to fight this one out. Let's see who the judge. Oh, and there's a bit of barging at the back there from the Dutch rider. That is Habik as he does his shouldering work.
Team Bridgestone Cycling. Team Bridgestone. Thank you.
Bridgestone Cycling. Aya Hashimoto, the man who won this version of the event in Jakarta, gets the chop here. That is a turn up for the books. So looking at the front of affairs now, the Italian looking very confident there. And, is Scartezzini. Kelly got the ride instead of the Olympic champion Viviani for his nation here.
Germany.
That's their turn to go. That is Theo Reinhardt, who will no longer be part of this elimination event. Down to 6 riders. This the extremely sharp end of the race. They go down to 1 survivor in this elimination at the Tissot UCI Nations Cup elimination for men. The Dutch rider there has had a bit of argy-bargy earlier on, and that is Yuri Havik. He's not standing for that again. Havik, the Italian. That is, let's just pick him up quickly as he's looking really confident here, and he's going to have a
Japan.
Scartezzini. Japan loses another rider. Scartezzini. Brit good as well. That is William Tidball, Britain, in with a shot. Tidball. Then you've got Havik. Then you've got a Scartezzini from Italy. Got a rider in there from Czech. And the man in black from one of the professional teams, the Beat team, as he kicks on. Czechia loses their rider. He's been brilliant, and unfortunately pays the price for crossing the line a little bit late. Sounds like there's a loud outcry. Jan Ronus gets called off. Another bell lap as the Italian hits the front here, and that is Scartezzini, Michele Scartezzini, as he goes down. The Brit in second wheel on his wheel, and keeping an eye, William Tidball in third wheel there, all in black. That is rider number 6 as they fight this one out down to just
37, Netherlands.
Havik gets the call, unfortunately. Yuri Havik of the Netherlands left in the race here. So let's have a look now. 2 men to come. Havik gets called off. Right, the Italian gets it as well. This is going to be a match sprint. Tidball. Tidball, grades written at the front.
Italian.
Rider number 6 there. Good ride from him. That is in fact Yuri Havik from the Netherlands riding in his trade team colours. Havik, Tidball, Great Britain, effectively the Netherlands in second wheel. They're going to get the bell when they come around. Let's have a look at it here. The bell goes for the riders. William Tidball out the saddle. It's like a match sprint here between these 2 riders. Yuri Havik from the Netherlands in that black trade skin suit of his, not in the colours of the Netherlands. Tidball leads it out. It's going to be hard to beat. In fact, Havik is surrendered. Great style from him there. A fantastic effort from Great Britain. William Tidball, as he sows it up, a fantastic effort from Great Britain. Tidball, well done to him. Brilliant ride. Yuri Havik gets second, and a great result there for Great Britain as they get their first gold medal of this UCI Tissot Nations Cup. Tidball settles for gold. Havik has to surrender.
Very good hard ride there. 2 good bunch races, 2 elimination races. One for the women.
Didn't have it this time. He was third in Jakarta. Gets the silver medal, going 1 up the ladder.
We now move into the middle
To confirm
ceremonies.
who the winner is of the bronze medal. But William Tidball, no doubt there, awaiting commissary's ratification. Too good for Yuri Havik of the Netherlands in this men's elimination. So it looks like Michele Scartezzini will settle for the bronze. Last man eliminated. Tidball asking a bit of applause here. Gets the bronze medal. Gets it. Scartezzini. No wonder that he got the place here of his better ranked Italian compatriot Elio Viviani, the Olympic Games champion at this discipline, but a little bit off form on the track, Viviani. And the team pursuit just couldn't keep contact with him. And it raised a couple of eyebrows to get Scartezzini the ride ahead of the reigning Olympic champion, but the Italian strategy paying off here as Scartezzini gets the bronze medal. Yuri Havik of the Netherlands gets the silver, and William Tidball of the United Kingdom, Great Britain, gets the gold medal. Team GB, well done to them on getting their opening goal of the championship. Brilliantly well done. William Goodlaw, deserving winner. Outgunned Havik in the sprint there. And Scott Tezzini going for bronze. And a delighted winner, William Goodlaw, Team GB, gets their nation's first gold at these 2023 Tissot UCI Nations Cup finals. Please forgive the huge sound on the PA system awaiting the final medal protocol ceremonies at this first day of finals at the Tissot UCI Nations Cup. The nation event which sees the last rider eliminated every other lap until one rider remains. Deservedly going the way there of William Goodlaw of Great Britain. Absolutely dominant in this event. He kept a good profile throughout without overextending or exhausting himself. We end up in the gold medal. Stephen Julianic in second. And then there's Scott Tezzini into third.
medal ceremony of the Tissot UCI Track Nations Cup in Cairo, Egypt.
السيدات والسادة الحضور، مراسم توزيع جوائز بطولة كأس الأمم لدرجة المضمار في مرحلتها الثانية في مصر 2023.
And now we will announce the award ceremony of the Women Team Sprint.
والآن تتويج سباق Women Team Sprint.
The medals will be presented by Mr. David Laportant, the UCI president. In third place and the winner of the bronze medal, France. Devine Marie Taki, Johnny Mitchell, Mathilde Gross.
Wonderful statues as well, along with the wonderful medals.
In second place and the winner of the silver medal, Team Germany.
Great result for the defending world champions, Germany. Germany, Pauline Grabosch, Emma Hintze and Lee Friedrich.
المركز الثاني والفائز بالميدالية الفضية دولة ألمانيا.
The souvenir prize is awarded by Mr. Hisham Khafri, the member of the board of directors of the Egyptian Cycling Federation. In first place and the winner of the women's team sprint race, Team China. Yufan Gu, Chanju Bao, and Lian Yuan.
المركز الأول والفائز بالميدالية الذهبية دولة الصين.
Monsieur Laportant, the president of the Union Cycliste Internationale, the world cycling body. It's the honor of presenting the gold medal. And the statues are really magnificent and are presented here by the Egyptian Cycling Federation to all medalists. China, deservedly the gold medalists here.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the winners of the women's team sprint.
الآن تتويج سباق Men Team Sprint.
Well, a beautifully run women's team sprint competition. The world champions going down on this occasion, Germany, to probably the most rapidly emerging track nation, Republic of China, People's Republic of China, Lots of effort being put into it. A huge contingent of staff and riders with us here in Cairo, and all of that effort pays off in the form of gold medals. 2 medal ceremonies still to come, the 2 elimination races. Very hotly contested, superbly run, and bringing about new winners after the Jakarta victors were disposed of and deposed on this occasion. Ellie Wollaston not taking part. And the men's winner from Japan eliminated early on in the race. That was UK-mate Aya Hashimoto. Not on the podium this time, winning the elimination in great style just 3 weeks ago in Jakarta. Leg 1 of this Tissot UCI Nations Cup. This one in Cairo, the 2023 second leg. And the third one takes us to Canada, to Milton in Canada for the final and third leg of the UCI Nations Cup, sponsored as always by Tissot. Men's team sprint, they get their chance as well. Just looking at our European champions in the middle, we let the announcer have the podium for the moment.
السيدات والسادة الحضور، مراسم توزيع جوائز بطولة كأس الأمم لدراجات المضمار في مرحلتها الثانية في مصر 2023.
Now the award ceremony of the men's team sprint race. In third place and the winner of the bronze medal, Team Japan. The medals will be presented by Ms. Iman and Mr. Ayman Ali Hassan, the member of the board of directors of the Egyptian Cycling Federation.
سيقوم بتسليم الميداليات الآن مستر وان وأستاذ أيمن علي حسن عضو مجلس إدارة الاتحاد المصري للدراجات.
Looking at the times as well, 42.641 for the winners of the Netherlands, the ruling continental champions of Europe.
Mr. Ayman Ali Hassan, the member of the board of directors of the Egyptian Cycling Federation.
Second place France, recording a 43.887 to claim the silver medal.
In second place and the winner of the silver medal
in bronze, 43.361.
Team India, Sebastian Vigier and Brian Hilal.
المركز الثاني والفائز بالميدالية الفضية دولة فرنسا.
Yes, I do. Okay. 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 I will say goodbye to the viewers after the final protocol. Is that okay? 2 more to come. And I'll do a wrap. Okay, and then once I say goodbye, you can cut me.
يقوم بتسليم الهدايا التذكارية للاعبين الأستاذ أيمن علي حسن عضو مجلس إدارة الاتحاد المصري للدراجات.
Getting the silver medal here and that magnificent trophy, statuette, so representative of Egypt and Cairo.
And the winner of the men's team sprint race, Team Netherlands, Guy Vandenberg, Harry Lavison, and Jeffrey Hoagland.
المركز الأول والفائز بالميدالية الذهبية دولة هولندا.
Well, the Dutch celebrating gold medals with the birthday boys, with lunch tomorrow. Raced in the middle yesterday. In the world of team sprinting, Olympic champions and world champions, world record holders, and doesn't get better than that. So well done to the Netherlands, well done to France, and well done to Japan. 42.641 is what it took the Dutch to claim the gold medal. Blistering time over 750 meters. France recording a 43.887, marginally slower. And the bronze medalist, Japan, beating China in their runoff to record a 43.361. Still two more medal ceremonies to come. Of course, the elimination for women and the elimination for men. Please stay with us. Good to see these winners celebrate. Had a fantastic opening day of medal session, and this is the first of three of those. Taking care of the team pursuits, the team sprints, and the elimination events tonight.
And now the award ceremony of the women elimination race. The medals will be presented by Dr. Rabi Hazem, the President of the Egyptian and African Cycling Federation and the Vice President of the UCI. In third place and the winner of the bronze medal, Team Great Britain, Sophie Lewis. Member of the Board of Directors of the Egyptian Cycling Federation.
الأستاذ محمد البخاري عضو مجلس إدارة الاتحاد المصري للدراجات.
In second place and the winner of the silver medal, Team France, Victor Berto.
المركز الثاني والفائزة بالميدالية الفضية من فرنسا.
Brilliant ride there from this trio.
In first place and the winner of the women elimination race from the United States of America, Jennifer Valentine.
المركز الأول والفائزة بالميدالية الذهبية من الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية.
For Great Britain. Other riders, Sternberg from Norway, Marcus from the Netherlands, he's getting only a bit from Cairo, Spain, Peter from Japan, and Sveta Ostrova from Slovakia, and Chris Andrew making up the top there with Acevedo Mendoza from Mexico. Final protocol ceremony of this evening will be that of the men's elimination race. It was a complete humdinger, fantastically done and run. With
Ladies and gentlemen,
medal ceremony to follow. Let's let the announcer do his thing.
UCI Track Nations Cup in Cairo, Egypt.
السيدات والسادة الحضور، مراسم توزيع جوائز بطولة كأس الأمم لدراجة المضمار في مرحلتها الثانية في مصر 2023.
The award ceremony of the men elimination race. The medals will be presented by Mr. David Laporte, the president of the UCI.
سيقوم بتسليم الميداليات الآن السيد ديفيد لابارتيان رئيس الاتحاد الدولي للدراجات.
In third place and the winner of the bronze medal, Team Italy, Michel Scartini.
المركز الثالث والفائز بالميدالية البرونزية من دولة إيطاليا.
The souvenir prize will be awarded by Mr. Mohamed Hagazi, the member of the board of directors of the Egyptian Cycling Federation. In second place and the winner of the silver medal, Team Beat Cycling, Yuri Habi.
سيقوم بتسليم الهدايا التذكارية للاعبين الأستاذ محمد حجازي عضو مجلس إدارة الاتحاد المصري للدراجات.
In first place and the winner of the men elimination race from Great Britain, Tidwell William.
المركز الأول والفائز بالميدالية الذهبية من بريطانيا العظمى.
Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for the winners for the men elimination race.
من بداية التاريخ في الأرض ديار للحضارة الفرعونية أولوية كنا سابقين الزمن بعقول ذكية في التراث سليم
Right, so we're looking at that. The winner at Jakarta, Aya Hashimoto, getting eliminated. Jules Hester's not in the money, and Yuri Havik from the Netherlands on the podium yet again. Tomorrow brings us all of the action in the sprints. It's the day of the sprints. The men's sprint, the women's sprint, the men's keirin, the women's keirin, and of course the two Madison events, the men's and the women's. What an action-packed opening day this has been of the second leg of the Tissot UCI Nations Cup. This in Cairo, the first one was Jakarta. Doesn't get better than this. Please join us tomorrow for exciting day 2 of all of the action, the day of the sprinters. From the Cairo International Stadium, we wish you a great evening. Good night until tomorrow at 1800 Cairo time. I work from the OB van. Yeah, but then I'm too far from the race, you know, I don't know. Okay, I'm coming. You can just tell them I'm coming, but this can't work. It's a total mess.
هندسه سامعك لسه بقول له بكره جنب الاوبي فين يبقى احسن له ايه السوشيال كده السماع هو بيشتكي هو